Hello, everyone. Good evening. I'm Sam from My Mortgage Angel, and welcome to the next episode of Meet the Expert. And this evening, on Tuesday, the 15th of April, 2025, I'm being joined by the fabulous Natalie Bridges from One of a Style. Welcome, Natalie.
Oh, Sam, well, hello. Thank you for having me. I'm honoured.
Thank you for giving up your evening. As you can see, it's nice and bright outside, and it's dinner time, and everything's going on. But you're giving up your time to be with me, so I really appreciate
Sam, it's
it.
worth it. I'd do it any time for you. You're so lovely.
Bless you, bless you. So, for people watching this, we met probably about a year ago now at the WIBN, so the Women in Business London City Group I do on a Tuesday. And you walked in like a breath of fresh air, looking all completely glamorous. I think you were quite
Oh,
nervous, weren't you? But you've really come out of your
very.
shell in the last year, and it's wonderful to see you develop.
Oh, that's so kind of you. I have to say, a lot of it was down to seeing you there because you were such a friendly face and you made me feel very welcome.
Oh.
And as you know, it's a fantastic group to be part of. Everyone's rooting for everyone else. And I did something a few weeks ago I was very scared about, which was doing a 10-minute presentation, but I actually quite enjoyed it. So yeah, it's been brilliant for me.
Oh, and you did really well at that. It was
Oh,
really
thank you.
interesting to watch. And I learned so much from you every time we talk. So,
Oh, great.
right, come on. I know what you do, but nobody else watching knows what you
Okay.
do. So, tell me about your business, Natalie.
Okay, so I'm a personal stylist for a company called One of a Style, which was set up by a lady called Stefania Bartolome. She still runs it. I'm kind of working with her. And we do everything to do with personal styling. So that's from colour analysis. So we analyse what colours suit your skin tone and your hair the best. We do colour and style analysis where we delve a little bit deeper and look at your face shape and your body shape so we can suggest hairstyles, glasses that suit your face shape, clothes that will stylish clothes that suit your actual shape. Once we've ascertained what that is, we also do wardrobe editing, where we'll come around to your house and go through your clothes, see what works, see what doesn't work. We do personal shopping. Sam, I think we've had a little look round together, haven't we? Shopping before.
All of your
Um,
services I've used.
well, that you're a good advert, Sam. And we also do curated online shopping as well. So lots of people don't enjoy shopping, um, and we take the stress away from people. So we'll do the hard work with the googling and finding outfits, and we create lookbooks, and everything's linked back to the shop so that they can buy the looks if they like them.
That's an amazing service, and that's not one I've tried yet, so I need to add that to
Oh,
my
okay.
list.
Well, there you go. That is my personal favorite.
Yes, yes, because you can get swallowed, can't you, looking for things and to feel like you have to order so much stuff because you don't really know what's going to suit you when it arrives. You can take all that stress out of that, can't you?
Absolutely, absolutely. And you know, personal styling isn't always just for people that love clothes, that love fashion. It's to help people. That is really what I love about it, is
Yeah,
helping people and giving them confidence.
absolutely. Oh, so I think we've kind of covered off the first three questions there. So
Okay,
what do you do?
I
How do
can
you
stretch them
help?
out.
Yeah, no, you're doing absolutely brilliantly. So what would be your kind of your client journey? Would you always start with a color analysis or would you
Um,
see what they want first?
we don't have to start with a color analysis, but it helps because say I'm taking you personal shopping. I'd like to know really what the best colors for you are. Now, I can hazard a guess by looking at you, but actually, to do a proper color analysis takes about an hour and it's very analytical. And we don't just put you into a season category. So there's 4 seasons that we do the color analysis by, obviously spring, summer, autumn, winter. But there are also 3 sub-seasons for each season. So that takes about an hour to do. So I could look at you, Sam, and say, I think you're this, and I can do personal shopping based on that. But actually, if you don't know for sure, It's tricky,
Yeah.
but you don't have to, but it is probably our core service, our most popular service, as it were, and it's great fun as
Yeah.
well.
I think that, but that's how I dipped my toe into this to start with. I went to an event in London, oh God, probably nearly 10 years ago, and I met this stylist there. And she looked all completely business. And then I looked down and she was wearing purple crocodile boots. And I was like,
That's my
you're the
girl.
one for me. You are the one for me. And I drove absolutely miles to go and see her. Really, really lovely lady.
Yeah,
And she did my colour and style analysis then, but I had no idea what was going on. But
yeah,
what it taught me was actually I had so many clothes in my wardrobe that you put on, and each time you're like, yeah, I really like it, but it I don't know, it just doesn't feel quite right. So you take it off again. And it was on that day I realised actually the dress in particular was just the wrong colour. It was the wrong shade of the colour that I liked. So yeah.
absolutely. So it happens to the best of us. I have a dress which I love, and it's a blue, but it's not my shade of blue. So I'm spring. I've got warm undertones to my skin, and this dress has got cooler undertones. So when I wear it, I love everything about the dress, but the colour drains my face. So what I end up having to do is apply more makeup, trying to kind of counterbalance it. When you're wearing the right colour, you almost don't even need to use makeup. It's like it acts as though like a natural filter. It lifts and illuminates your face, makes your eyes pop. And once you know your colours, it makes shopping so much easier
So
because
much easier.
and also, Sam, you're spending less money on making mistakes as
Yes.
well. So
And when your wardrobe, everything goes because it's
yeah,
all the right kind of clothes. Packing for holidays is so much easier because the jacket will match with actually all the different outfits that you're wearing. And
absolutely.
yeah,
So
I love it.
the ethos behind um, One of a Star is a capsule wardrobe. So you might have 30 30 items in your wardrobe, but out of those you can make um 90 outfits. I mean, what it is going to your wardrobe and knowing whatever you pick is going to go together and the colors are going to work. And we look at quality over quantity.
Yeah,
So good pieces that will last you a lifetime.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Right, this I'm getting on to the tricky question for you now.
Yeah.
I ask this to all of my guests. Most of them answer it, but I think it's really important when you're listening to somebody's service to understand how much they charge, because
Yeah.
I think there's this perception that having a personal stylist is for the rich and famous only. But I can assure you it's not because I've used your services and they're absolutely fantastic, and you've saved me a fortune.
Oh,
Now, come on
that's
then,
really
Natalie, tell the
nice. Okay.
audience, how do you charge?
Okay. So for our sort of core service, which the most popular service, which is the colour analysis, I charge £260, and that is for 1 hour session. You leave knowing all your colours, you get colour swatches to take away so you can go shopping with them. So that's our basic service. Adding on, if you wanted to top up the colour analysis with style analysis, again, going over your body shape and face shape, the whole package there would be £475 with me. Again, wardrobe editing would be £475. Personal shopping is a little bit more, it's £575. And we start our curated online shopping. It starts, and I think it's about 175, 195 for an initial consultation and session. But we tailor it to you. So depending on what you want out of it will depend on the price. So now I guess people are thinking that is a lot of money. But it's all relative. That is the price point that most personal stylists charge. And I'm going to say, I think we're worth it because um, we're kind of selling you confidence, as you said yourself, Sam, before. And I use that tagline because I think it's so clever. What I think it does in the long run is it saves you money, it saves you time.
Absolutely.
So you're
Yeah.
not making a load of mistakes. You're not buying thousands and thousands of cheap items that actually do all add up. 30 cheap items add up to still quite a lot of money.
Yeah.
So it's looking at the big picture, really.
It's an
Um,
investment in you, is
it's
what I
absolutely an
think.
investment.
Yeah.
And also, can I just add, as a businesswoman, also I think it's really important because there's a lot of color psychology about how you dress
Yeah.
and how you come across to your customers or clients and how you want to be perceived, because we all know that the initial 30 seconds of seeing somebody, you've already assimilated what you think that person is like by what they look like. So there's so much involved with that, but I would say, and also there's a lot of work behind the scenes. I think the price is justified because I honestly think, you don't necessarily have to use our services more than once. You can use it once for your colours and then you're set up for life. Um,
We glitched a little bit there. I
oh,
think I got most of what you said.
oh no,
But you
I'm
were
sorry.
talking about, so yeah, you can get your colours done, and essentially your colours don't change through life, do they? Because
They
it's your,
don't really. I mean, the
yeah,
odd time they can when you get older, maybe your skin tone loses color
yeah,
and your hair changes color. But in essence, most people don't change. So
yeah,
you have that done as a one-off, really.
yeah, that's it.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
And then for special occasions, so for weddings or for bigger corporate events or
absolutely.
something where you want to treat yourself. When we went personal shopping, we had a private room where we were trying things on, and we took rails round with us and put things on, and just to have
Yeah.
that space. Normally going shopping, you're carrying things over your arm and you don't really know what you're looking at. You picked
Yeah.
out some things to me that I would never have tried before, and I thoroughly enjoyed the experience rather than
Yeah.
feeling
Yeah.
like it was a chore. So
Yeah. Yeah.
everyone
I, th-
should
I,
try it at least once.
I think the important thing being a stylist is understanding your customer
Yeah,
and knowing them and their personality and their needs.
yeah,
It's not just textbook, it's going beyond that and knowing, yeah, I know, Sam, that you like your color, you like quirky things, and that's your personality. So we have to dress you according to that. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to take someone out personal shopping and dress them like me because that would be wrong.
yeah,
So
yeah. And I don't think anyone would look at me and think, oh, she's a mortgage advisor.
but a blooming good mortgage advisor as well with all your awards.
Right, moving on, because we're approaching time limit already.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I've got you going. Any
Yeah,
particular cases that make you feel proud?
I'm not going to highlight anyone in particular, but I would just say that we've had a few people have come for color analysis that have been really skeptical about it and think it doesn't work, and to see their faces when they get the right colors, and it's kind of magical. It really honestly is. It's brilliant. And also for the people that we've taken personal shopping, maybe they've had a break in their career because they've had children, their body shapes change, they don't know where to start, and then seeing them so happy in an outfit that you've picked is everything, because that's what we do it for. We just do it to I've gone through my life not feeling very confident. Um, so I know how much power there is in dressing. So if we can
Yeah,
help someone else feel that way, that's good.
absolutely. Just to put a scarf on top of something that makes you feel better,
Absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely. But
and that
you know how to
knowledge.
do that, Sam. But not everyone would know.
And I only know that because I've used your services through
Yeah,
and stylist services for about
yeah,
10 years now. And every time I talk to you, every time I talk to somebody else, I learn something new. I think, oh, I didn't know that before. There's so much going on in your brain as
yeah,
well. And you're so
yeah.
creative. which I am not creative at all. So you
Oh,
need that
yeah,
influence.
yeah, I suppose I mean it's just I guess it's a lifetime of dressing myself and finding out what suits me and just having a real interest in it. I think if you love what you do and you have a passion for it, then that hopefully that comes across.
Absolutely, definitely does, definitely does. Right, top tips then from our
Okay.
stylist, Natalie Bridges here. What have you got?
Top tips. I would say always try and dress for your shape.
Okay.
What we try and do is give everybody a kind of an hourglass silhouette. So you're balancing out your proportions. So if you're an inverted triangle, for instance, and you have more, if you're bigger on the top, you want to balance that out by having something that flows out on the bottom. So you're doing that, keeping a nice line between the shoulders and the hips. Conversely, if you're pear-shaped, triangle shaped, then you want the opposite way around. You want to emphasize the top half more than the bottom half. So I would say always try and dress for your shape. And also what I would say is don't be fashion led. Now it's not we all want to be on trend and a little bit fashionable, but don't buy fashion for fashion's sake. As an example, there are a load of different cut jeans out at the minute. There's a new one called the barrel jean. There's a balloon leg jean as well. They're not going to fit. They're not going to suit everybody. So go with what suits you because it won't date.
Yeah.
If you want to add a little bit of fashion, which might not be here in 1 or 2 seasons' time, do it by maybe adding an accessory, whether that be a scarf or jewelry or a handbag or shoes,
You're
even.
telling me I can go and buy more handbags?
I think that's a really good way of doing it because then, and also that's a really good idea as well if you're scared of color, because coming to a color analyst, I can't even say it, color analyst. I think people think it's all going to be scary colors, but it doesn't have to be because every season has got a palette of brights and or stronger colors and neutrals. So if you're scared of color, an accessory is a good way to do it.
Fabulous, fabulous. Well, I could chat with you all night, but I know
Oh,
your
me
dinner's
too.
getting cold, so I'm going to leave you in peace. Thank you so much for your time, Natalie. I
Thank you,
thoroughly
Sam.
enjoyed
Thanks a
chatting with
million.
you, and I'll see you at the next meeting.
See you in 2 weeks' time.
Thank you to everybody watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and feel free to share this video with anyone that you think might be interested in just listening to Natalie talk about her subject. We will put contact details for Natalie at the end of this video, and please feel free to get in touch with her directly and watch out for the next video when it comes. Thank you, Natalie. Good night.
Thank you so much, Sam. Take care. Bye.